Here we are, a day where we're being told is a day of celebration. Everyone should be happy. The hostages are coming home, and all is right with the world. Now we have peace. This is what Donald Trump told us, and he's coming to Israel to celebrate and tell everyone that we finally have peace in the Middle East. Donald Trump has done it. Now, some of us are not celebrating. Some of us are taking a very sobering look at what it is that we're facing now. Everyone says, well, we just want to get past this. Well, what are we getting past it towards? Now, our friend Ayelet Lash, here in this tweet, lays out the reality that we have faced scenarios like this before. She writes, remember how when the Shalit deal was signed, right, to release Gilad Shalit, who was held hostage, a familiar story with the Gazans. And take note, they will do this again. They will absolutely do this again. Every time they take Jewish hostages, they end up with a treasure trove of released fighters and all kinds of concessions from Israel. Why wouldn't they do this again? Does anyone want to ask this question? Does anyone care? Is anyone paying attention? No, they're too busy celebrating. Remember how when the Shalit deal was signed, there were right-wing people who explained to us that that's it. Now we need to rejoice. He's being released. Sound familiar? The saga is over and we'll know how to deal with the consequences. Right? What year was that? What year was that? 2013? 2014? I don't recall exactly. 10 years before, less than 10 years before October 7th. Don't worry. We just need to get him out. We'll get Shalit out and then we'll deal with it. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? That's where we are right now. Nothing has changed. No one has truly woken up, not even on the right. Absolutely correct. Because Ayelet Lash, like most people, are still working within the wrong paradigm. It's not left and right. It's Israel first and Israel last. The idiots of Israel last, they want peace at any price. We just make a deal. We have to make a deal. That's all we can do is just make a deal. That's how we get Oslo. That's how we get the disengagement. That's how we get Shalit. And in the Shalit deal, Sinwar was released. So just imagine what kind of sickos and maniacs we're releasing this time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We can't worry about that now. Yeah, of course, you're right. We'll worry about it on the morning when hundreds and thousands of these animals come barging into Israel and killing Jews and taking Jewish hostages. That's when we'll worry about it. Well, what kind of attitude is this? Everyone's busy celebrating. You know what? And I'm not even going to do what the right does. I'm happy about this, but I'm sad about this. No, no, this is terrible. This is terrible. There is nothing to celebrate. Zero. Zero. I won't go into the details of who they're releasing because it is actually gut-wrenching to read who they're releasing in these deals. Remember the famous picture of the Arab with his hands full of, literally full of blood after he tore an IDF soldier to pieces? You guys remember this picture? You could look it up. That guy is being released. And understand this. This is another thing that escapes the view. Forget it. Let's forget for the moment the people that are being released. The people being released in this deal. The Arab killers that are being released. Even if we put them aside for the moment, you know what this is telling all of the Arabs who are planning to murder Jews now? Let's say they haven't in the past, but now they're planning to do it. They're saying, what's the difference? We can kill Jews and get out of jail in a few years. Big deal. Big deal. Who cares? This is the message that we're sending now. Kill Jews, get out. Kill Jews, kidnap some more Jews, and we'll let all of you people out of jail. This is what we get from the right-wing government? This is what we get? People tell me we can't have the left. We can't have the left in charge in Israel. Really? Really? How much different would the left look exactly? Absolutely mind-numbing. Absolutely mind-numbing. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Netanyahu presented Trump with a golden dove. Well deserved. God in heaven. Well deserved. Why would that be well deserved? Why would that be well deserved? Again, now our friend Osint is getting his $7,000 per post. Here you go. Here you go. Now who's paying that 7,000? I don't know. Could be Israel, could be America, could be Qatar, could be all of them. Because propaganda like this is worth to them a lot more than $7,000, I'll tell you that. Well deserved? No. This tweet getting $7,000 is well deserved. Yeah. Yeah, because the people pushing out slop like this, they've earned their 7,000. Yes, they have. The anti-Semites aren't wrong. They're not wrong about this. All of these Hellenists and paid propagandists, the Hasbarists, that's what they are. Paid propagandists. They're pushing narratives like this. Like this. He presents him a golden dove, well deserved. These are two of the most weak and corrupt criminals to ever run both Israel and America, respectively, in the history of both of these countries. Absolute criminals. Both of these guys, well, Trump openly basically says, I take bribes from Qatar. Trump openly says that. This is not even a question. And Netanyahu is up to his eyeballs in Qatari corruption investigations. Now the right wants to say, oh, it's the left, it's a witch hunt. I don't think so. I don't think so. Both of these guys are selling out their countries to foreign Islamic interests. And they're handing each other golden gifts. Now, as I said, they're corrupt. I understand why they do this. But that Jews would go out there and say, this is so well deserved. You know, I sincerely hope that these people really need this money to push propaganda like this. I really do. I hope that the money that they're selling the Jewish people out for, I hope that the money's going to something good. I do. I hope it's not going to a speedboat or, I don't know, an Allen Iverson, a game jersey or something insane like that. I hope it's going to actually something good, because this is pathetic. Let's see what else we have here. Yes. Now we have Israel Katz, the defense minister. It's his job to kill the enemy. But let's see what he writes. The state of Israel and the security establishment embrace our first 7 hostages returning home, including IDF soldier Matan Angrest. We await all of them with excitement and great love. Yes, and the rest of the country looks forward to embracing your thousands of terrorists with great love as they plot to murder our families. Thank you. Thank you. There it is. There it is. These 7 or however many alive hostages there are, the rest of us now have to live with and as I said, it's not even just the killers that they released from jail. They have sent a signal, a bright neon sign that says, kill Jews and get away with it. All of our lives are now forfeit. All of our lives are now forfeit. And they want me to celebrate? I'm supposed to celebrate this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Listen, again, go to OSINT. Go to these people collecting their $7,000 paychecks. They're celebrating. Yeah, they look in their bank account. Hey, we got all this money. Let's celebrate, baby. Yeah, absolutely. I am not celebrating at all. At all. Zero. Idiots. The chief rabbi. I mean, one fool after the next. One fool after the next. Celebration! Celebration! No. No. A real Jew doesn't celebrate when all of a sudden the lives of millions of Jews are now in danger. This should not have to be a very complicated, uh, ethical question. This is not complicated at all. So yes, we look forward to embracing Israel Katz's and Netanyahu's and Ben Gvir and Smotrich and all of these people. We look forward to embracing their terrorists with great love as they murder us and our families. Great. Now let me just play this one video here, which is, I think, really going to get to the crux of a lot of what we're facing moving forward and who we're dealing with the Americans. Pay close attention, because we have to now determine, is the Zionist enterprise over? Is Zionism over? Have we just completely given up on it? Because that's the question. We'll watch this video and then we'll discuss.
As President Trump looks like he's going to go over and put this peace deal to bed. And look, it's going to have some hair on it, as we say in the deal business. But strategically and directionally, it's a two-state solution. That's what the Palestinians ain't going anywhere. 2 million of them are not going to be sent out to the Sinai desert to die. That's not.
There you go. Sloppy Steve Bannon. Now, Sloppy Steve has been cast out of the Trump world, but he's still pretty hooked into, what goes on with Trump and the administration. And he said it right there, two-state solution. Now understand, if we are Zionists, if we're Jewish nationalists, do we now support a state of Palestine? I mean, I don't want to interrupt people's celebrations here, but are we down with the two-state solution position? I mean, is that what we're accepting now because Donald Trump showed up? And by the way, he's going to be in the Knesset speaking, and everyone's going to cheer and celebrate. Steve Bannon says it pretty plainly. And the Jews will tell me, no, you don't know that. You don't know that it's going to be a two-state solution. Really? Because guess what, fellas? What we're seeing in Gaza trumps great peace. That's coming to the West Bank. Make no mistake. And what are they talking about? Turkish troops, Qatari troops in Gaza? We're going to have that in the West Bank too? Is that the plan? And here is the more important question. Once we allow Trump to determine what goes on in Gaza, can we even stop him at that point with determining what goes on in the West Bank? What do we do then? Then we're going to say no? After we've already let the fox into the hen house, the American fox into the hen house, then we're going to tell them no? Guys, pay close attention, because Sloppy Steve here, he is actually telling us the truth and what's actually going on. Let's play from the top.
As President Trump looks like he's going to go over and put this peace deal to bed. And look, it's going to have some hair on it, as we say in the deal business. But strategically and directionally, it's a two-state solution. That's what the Palestinians ain't going anywhere. 2 million of them are not going to be sent out to the.
They're not going anywhere, baby.
Sinai desert to die. That's not going to happen.
Sinai desert to die, as if that's our only option. Okay.
But no other nation on earth wants them, so they're going to stay there.
No other nation on earth wants them? Who cares? But again, let's not discuss what we should do. Let's discuss the Trump MAGA position, because that's what this is.
And Qatar and the other Arab Gulf Emirates are going to write a check, and Turkey's going to provide security, and Bob's your uncle.
That's it. That's it. Qatar's going to pay the money to keep the Gazans there forever as a threat against Israel and the Jews. Turkey is going to provide security. Yeah, security Uh-huh.
And Tel Aviv Levin and Netanyahu can spin it all they want, and they know we got the footage of Netanyahu on Israeli TV sitting between Jared Kushner and Witkoff, and he looks wildly enthusiastic. I've got it up on Getter. I said, this is what a defeat and a surrender looks like.
Bingo. Bingo. Sloppy Steve nails it. This is exactly what a surrender looks like. That's exactly right. Netanyahu surrendering Jewish sovereignty and Jewish destiny to the Americans. Exactly correct.
Because everything that he wanted, no two-state solution, go populate Judea, Samaria.
Samara. How drunk is this guy? Oh, Samara. God, sloppy Steve. Get it together, pal.
Get us into a war with the Persians. None of that's happening. In fact, the exact opposite's happening. So it's the end of the Greater Israel Project.
Now, here's the thing for sloppy Steve. When it comes to Netanyahu, he's right. This is the end of the Greater Israel Project, and fundamentally, the end of Zionism. But sadly for sloppy Steve and his orange buffoon of a boss, Donald Trump, Netanyahu is not our future. He is our present and soon to be our past. But that is up to the Jewish people. We have to decide, are we going to be Israel first, Greater Israel, or are we going to be beholden to this sloppy, fat, low IQ, arrogant Americans? Is that who we're going to be beholden to? Is this where we're going to put our future? Because pay close attention. Now, if you are down with what he's describing, no annexation, no victory, no nothing. If you're down with that, then by all means, continue to support these slovenly, low IQ, arrogant Americans. That's fine. I will not be doing this. Jews who support this are definitionally Israel last. By definition. And Netanyahu is out there handing a golden dove to Trump. And idiot Jews are out there saying well-deserved. We are not saying well-deserved. We are not celebrating. We are not happy about this. But understand, as Theodore Herzl said, if we will it, it is no dream. Greater Israel is no dream. Expulsion of the Gazans is no dream. A dominant regional force of Israel is absolutely no dream. But we must distance ourselves from this garbage and say absolutely not. We refuse to be your servant. We are going to go our own way. Because there is no way to salvage a relationship with this. There's no way. There's no way. We are going to have to clean house entirely. 120 Knesset members, 120 of them need to be expelled. They're absolutely useless. Now, we can do it, but the work is going to start from the very ground floor. Anyone who thinks that there's a shortcut here, oh, we'll just vote for this guy, we'll vote for that guy, and it'll work, it won't work. Ben Gvir has sold out, Smotrich has sold out, Moshe Feiglin has no idea even what's going on. Moshe Feiglin thinks that Moshe Feiglin thinks he can get sloppy Steve over here to agree to Greater Israel. Listen, I know these people. I know the Americans. Moshe Feiglin doesn't understand the Americans. Ben Gvir doesn't understand them. Smotrich sure doesn't. I do. And the only thing we can do with these people is to leave them in the dust. They want to sell out their country to Qatar? By all means. We will not be going down that path at all. We must chart a new future for ourselves. If we care about Zionism, if we truly are Zionists and Jewish nationalists, we must get away from this, and we must leave the likes of Benjamin Netanyahu in the dustbin of history where he belongs.